And no moment in history where I could stand and say, oh, it begins here, now.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome to Myles Dyer Live, where every Wednesday we hang out, sometimes talking about the serious, the world events, life hacks, mental health and well-being. And other times we take it a bit more light-hearted with pop culture, maybe gaming, movies, quizzes, all sorts. I want to say a massive hello to everyone in the live chat. Hope you are doing good. And yes, you will see that I'm currently not in my place. I'm currently at my parents'. That is because I'm having a lot of work being done on my house at the moment, the kitchen specifically. It's an exciting project which my father has decided to undertake himself with a friend of his. I think we're a couple of weeks into it now. I think towards the end of next week, it might be ready for me to go back. But I am right now in my childhood bedroom. This is where I grew up from the age of 16 onwards, so latter childhood years. In many ways, it's good to be back. And actually, the previous 2 weeks, I have driven back to my place to host the show from there. But for today, because it is the last Wednesday of the month, it means it is a Q&A. So it's Q&A day. If you have a question that you would like me to answer on the show, just put a Q at the beginning and I can save it. And just to let you know, this is a free-for-all. I know there are going to be a lot of Game Cats tuning in. I saw an update from Brian Paul saying that there's no Gamescast live tonight. He's cracking on with some videos and that, so he kindly promoted this on those channels. I'm happy to obviously talk about VR. It's a big part of what I do, but I'm also happy to talk about anything from mental health to, I don't know, life questions, anything you want to ask me. But yeah, the last Wednesday of every month is always a very relaxed session where I throw the script out the window. The usual kind of structure doesn't exist, and instead we just hang out. But yeah, because of that, I thought I'll just stay in here, because it also means once I'm done, I can go to bed, because I have been pretty low energy this past week. And for anyone that has been following me on Instagram, and please do, if you haven't already, let me see if I've got it here. Here we go. Here's my Instagram down here. Do follow me on there. I just gave an update yesterday, sort of talking about the fact that I have been pretty depressed lately. And I say that with a smile on my face because I kind of, I'm always that contradiction where even when I'm depressed, I know what to do about it. But it's just frustrating. It's like I hate feeling this way. But I'll talk a bit about that later. But I hope you're all doing good chat. And Callie, I have saved your question that you've put in there already. But yeah, it is the last Wednesday of the month. I can't believe we're already at the end of February. And today I've been quite busy working on stuff for the channel. And there were two things that I was about to get ready, and then it's just sort of not gone to plan. So the first thing was I was going to update the emojis for members and include the penguin emoji, but it turns out that I am 3 members away from being able to add it. So if I can get 3 people signing up for membership today, I will add it before the end of the show. We keep fluctuating with membership as you normally do, and we did have enough, but I hadn't updated it soon enough. So that was one thing. And then secondly, I have been working on merchandise. I had these merch designs done last year. I've been doing so much research, going in circles. What is the best way of doing it? The reality is, I just want to make merchandise that is good quality and that is going to be reasonably priced. I don't want to be making huge profit margins on it. I just want it to be done in a way that's going to be, that's going to be effective. So anyway, spent hours setting up I think it's called Spreadshirt. And then I got it all put into place. And now I can't view it on my own YouTube channel because it says I don't think it's for the UK. I'm looking now. Store. Oh no, it's there. It's there for me now. Yeah, for anyone that can go on. Actually, maybe it's doing it because I'm logged in. Let's have a look here. No, it's there. It's there. So if I show you this, is this going to work? Here it is. Look, the Myles Dyer live mug is there. If I click here, is it going to take us to the full thing? Here we go. I don't know if it's just updated with just the one item. The pricing is just so ridiculous though, but I have really cut away at I have cut away as much as I can from the profit margins. But these are some of the designs I've got. So obviously we got the nice little penguin hitting me on the head with the paddle. The Penguin's Revenge Kayak VR Showdown. Contrasting mug, so that's there. And then also I've got some shirt designs. I mean, I do love this one. We've got the Quest for Empathy shirt design. It says you can get it in black. I don't know why it does that. There must be a way to not let people do it, because you wouldn't want to buy that. If you did want that, you would get this one. This is one that I would get. I would get this for sure. And then Engage, Inform, Inspire. For those of you that know, it's a big part of my ethos. Engage, cut through the noise. Inform, empower with knowledge. And Inspire, create change from within. Myles Dyer, Engage, Inform, Inspire. And I think there's one more. No, that's it. So I didn't want too many to begin with. I've got other designs than that. And to be honest, already working on Spreadshop, I'm thinking maybe I need to use a different site. I know there's stuff like Printful and Printly, but it requires you using something like Shopify. It gets all very, very confusing. Ultimately, I want a store that's going to have decent quality product, and I don't just mean in terms of print, but in terms of how it feels. These shirts are organic, I think, except this one here, which is it's called a tri-blend. But I'd have to have a look here. But yeah, I don't know. That's something I've been up to. So I spent hours all day, and then I wasn't happy with the end result because it seemed that YouTube isn't allowing all of it to go across at the moment. So yeah, that has been something I have been dealing with. But yeah, glad you. A lot of people saying they liked it, and oh my goodness, Mojo. Thank you very much. By the way, I haven't got my soundboard here in terms of the buttons, so I'm frantically going around on my laptop. Where is it? Where is the... Here it is. Thank you very much, Mojo. Incredibly kind. So a massive congrats to Smash Fuller, Roy Schwartz, Salvador, and Karina. Hey, Karina, good to see you here. All been gifted, and Kira Cat Lady. Oh, Kira Cat Lady gifted 1 membership, so thank you to you as well. There we go. And Chris in the purple house. Kira says, I want that penguin emoji. Well, I'm going to do it right now. And thank you. I'm glad you like the mug. I think the mug turned out all right. And Chris, who's the biggest champion of it, I hate all merch periods. So there we go. So a bit of balance there. The mug is everything. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get the mug. Let's have a look. Is it Luixie? He says, hey, Myles, heard you on Cross Button VR podcast. Really cool to see you guys bouncing across different shows. Brian Paul and Virtual Strangers next week. Yeah. So as just to let people know, as we approach the 1-year anniversary of PlayStation VR, I reached out to a lot of media organisations, just said, hey, I've been doing this for a year. If you want conversations about PSVR, I'm more than happy to jump on and talk about it. So yeah, it was really, really great chatting to those guys. And let me see if I can find the... Here it is. Let me just go to the screen share. Here it was. It was this episode here. Cross Button VR. Really good chatting with the guys. And yeah, lots of great comments and stuff like that. And it was just really awesome chatting with them. So yeah, do check it out. I'll actually put the link in the chat now. I'm doing all of this just as best as I can. Chris says, well, I guess this merch is esoteric. So there is that. That's good. Lots of thanks for the people with the memberships and stuff like that. So that's good. That's good. Just going through, checking out all the questions that have been coming through, making sure I have got them saved. And thank you for all the kind words. It has been like the worst start to a year for me in a very long time. And I just feel like I'm in quicksand at the moment. But I say that also acknowledging that I have a very supportive family. I have a very supportive community. And so I have been plodding along. But my energy levels haven't been where I want them to be. So I'm looking forward to bouncing back in the next week or two. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to update now while the questions keep coming in. I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to see if this works actually, if we can do it in real time. So let's have a look here. I can update the membership. I'm not showing you what I'm doing on the back end, but custom default perks. Here we are. Emojis. What's it doing now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Add another emoji. As you gain... It says I need 6 more. It said 3 more. Unless what happened was I fell below the line and now I've got to go even higher. In which case, I might just remove an emoji and swap in the penguin one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It says 10, yeah. Right. I am going to remove one of the emojis and replace it. And then the drum, the budumts one can come back at a later time. Let's have a look here. Projects. Here we go. Is this going to work? Yeah. There we go. Right. I don't know if you have to refresh the page or something to get access to it, but the penguin emoji should be there now. So yeah, chat is about to be spammed with penguin. Yeah, you got that penguin, but you should now have the new penguin one if you are... Wow, you've already ordered the mug. Honestly, I've only just set up the store, so I'm hoping it's good quality. So there is that. So yes, okay. Thank you, Canuck. I'm looking forward, actually. If people do take photos with the mugs and stuff, do send them. I mean, I'll definitely put them on the show and stuff, or retweet them and what have you. It'd be great. Yeah, drum roll. Well, we've removed the badumts one, but that will come back at a later point. Okay, everyone's doing this. I can't actually see it on my screen at the moment, so I'm going to have to check out the live stream. Let's have a look. I'm just logging in on the YouTube chat just so I can see. There it is. And I love the penguin. It looks pissed. I love it. It's so good. And yeah, actually, on my store at the moment, there's a 15% discount on top. And it's for the next 2 weeks. And it's because I've just launched the store. So any of the merch. But I will say, the merch store, it's all order to print. So I've not looked at the merch, but I have done some research. And it is an official one that is promoted by YouTube. So, and I've done a few looks at videos and stuff, and people say it's pretty good. And James, thank you very, very much for becoming a member. Yeah, that's really, really good. So before I get to your questions, and by the way, just a reminder, do keep sending your questions in because this is just a chilled Q&A. Yeah, basically, the summary of what's been going on was at the start of the year, I got back to work on the 2nd or 3rd of January. We were told that our sort of get-together event the following week was cancelled. And then it was a week of like just everyone not sure what was going on. And then the following Monday, I got told I was being let go as a part of like a mass layoffs across the company. And for the following 2 weeks, I was fine, probably running on adrenaline. But it was just a couple of months after I'd been promoted. I just launched some massive projects for the company in which I, help position the product and how it's communicated with the wider world. And also, brought together different departments to communicate on camera. I've done a lot for the company, and it wasn't a performance issue on my part. So it was pretty gutting. And the reason I mention that now, before I get into the other things, was because yesterday there was huge news, a lot of news we hear at the moment about the gaming industry, and PlayStation announced that they were cutting 900 jobs worldwide, about 8% of their headcount. And it was happening in studios that had delivered some of the best performing in terms of sales and in terms of awards, best performing games. And people that made those successes were being axed. And I actually texted a friend who was working for one of the studios that was listed on the press release from PlayStation. And I said, hey, I'm really sorry to hear about this. If you need anything, just shout. And they went, wait, what? And I told them, and they hadn't actually been informed at that point. So it was, communication-wise, it was very, very sudden. And then I think that yesterday, and just seeing everyone dealing with like the anxiety of what's going to happen, it kind of just brought all the feelings back again. And the reality is I am still looking for full-time work. As I mentioned last week, I am working a couple of days a week supporting the amazing Rapid Eye Movers. For those that are unfamiliar, they had worked on great projects like The Last Worker, but most notably known C-Smash VRS, which is coming to Meta Quest in a couple of months' time. And so I'm helping them with their content strategy and their socials. I've been putting together a few documents lately and capturing a lot of content to help with their socials in the coming weeks. And they're really awesome guys. It's a project I really believe in their ethos. They're all about unity and accessibility. So that's really, really good. So I'm able to get by, but I feel very disconnected from what I had before in my life. I'm currently not living at home. Again, have an amazing family. I get to enjoy my mum's cooking. It's a nice house. I'm not having to worry about bills as much at the moment. But I have spent a lot on a kitchen, which all got confirmed around the time I got let go. So what I'm saying is I just feel like a very mixed bag at the moment. And so it is why, although I'm carrying on and doing all this sort of stuff, I do feel just very discombobulated. And so I love the community. I love all the support. But it's gonna be a couple of weeks yet until I probably feel myself again. And so trying to sleep lots, go for walks, eat well, which I'm able to do with thanks to my mum. Yeah, I'm just trying to take good care of myself. And also, there's a lot of PlayStation VR2 games. I'm absolutely dying to Let's Play. And unfortunately, I can't do that at the moment until I'm back at home. But my studio is currently just full of construction stuff at the moment. But something I did work on today was looking at thumbnails. Yeah, there's a lot of games I'm going to be Let's Playing. I mean, let's just have a look at some of the games I'm going to be Let's Playing. We got Beat the Beats. We've got Little Cities, Bigger. We've got Space Docker VR. Got System Critical 2. We've got The Wizards, Dark Times Brotherhood. We've got Train Chase. And most importantly, I know a lot of you are going to love this. We've got Madison VR, which is going to be one of the most horrific things I'm ever going to have to deal with on my channel. And that is, I think, 24 days away. Yeah, that is going to be quite something. So, yeah, there's a lot of Let's Plays to come. But yeah, Madison VR is going to be quite a treat for you. And so I thought, yeah, it's definitely going to have to be a messed up thumbnail for that. So yeah, I hope you like it. Yeah, so there we go. But how's everyone in the chat doing? How's everyone been? And if anyone is new here, say hello. It'd be good to say hello to you. And yeah, do like that smash button, as Mojo rightly says. It's good. It's good. Lots of questions still coming in. Thank you for all these. I'm saving them all, so I will be going through them in just a moment. Lots of questions coming in here. And James, thank you for the membership. Kanik says he's going to take a photo once he gets the mug. I think it's a cool looking mug. So yeah. Kira says, so what you're telling us is to stock up on popcorn. Yeah. And scared Miles equals favourite Miles. Yeah. Brian keeps saying to me, I think you're overhyping it. I don't think it's going to be that bad. And I'm just saying to Brian, no, dude, it really is going to be that bad. It really is going to be that bad. Yeah, Overdark's also coming out, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I need to do a thumbnail for that. Hi-Fi says, I've lost my job before, right after having secured big life projects. I feel how this may have been worrisome for you. Yeah, that's exactly it. And again, I have a very supportive family that's been good for this. But it was February and March were going to be really difficult times of my life financially with a full job. It's obviously just been made more difficult. But yeah, I've got my kitchen happening this month. And then next month, as of yesterday, I secured my flights to America because I am going to the States. I'm going to the States next month to go to, yeah, you know, just getting it queued up. PAX East. Yeah, PAX East in Boston. It's happening on March 21st to the 24th. I'm going to be in Boston from the 20th to the 25th. Yeah, 21 days away. And I'm going to be there with all the Game Cats who are going and the Without Parole crew. And this was another example of something that, you know, I would normally be... I'd be looking forward to it, but like until I booked the tickets and my accommodation, I was just like, I don't want to spend this money. Unfortunately, Without Parole has been doing a GoFundMe for all the hosts to go there, and there has been so much generosity from the community. So I want to say thank you to everyone who has been able to and did donate, because it's definitely going to be helping me out a lot with the travel and stuff like that. But now I've booked it, I'm kind of like, okay, it's booked, I'm going. I have something tangible to look forward to. And so I'm sure in a couple of weeks, when I'm preparing to go out there, I think getting out the country again is going to do me good. I think meeting people is going to be really, really good. So I am looking forward to it. But right now, I'm just like, do I need this? Do I need this? Just saving more. I'm sure Brian's gonna live stream Madison. I mean, I want him to. What's bad in Madison is a bloody song that gets played. The Blue Knees song. Looking for. I don't know what the lyrics are. But yeah, it is an earworm. It is a creepy earworm. And I did find an artist online that it was clearly based on. Also, yeah, February and March can be difficult months. Yeah, Boston, Massachusetts. That's where it's going to be. Yeah, I definitely will. I will enjoy it. It'll be really, really, really good. So yeah, it'll be all really, really good. And my parents lived in Boston for a few years. So yeah, that'll be the last time I was in Boston. Right. Okay, I'm going to start going through questions now, people. Keep sending them in. Callie Vlog says, did you once have posters on your wall, or maybe at 16 you'd stop that? I think I had posters in here. I definitely did at my previous house. To be honest, I can't really remember much about my room and what I had it looking like. But yeah, I probably had some posters. Canuck Tune says, or asks, what is the grossest food you ever tried? I want everyone in the chat answering this. The grossest food I have ever tried. Who is Fearnox? Who is Fearnox? I want to hear this. You sure you're not heading to Boston to egg the CyberSafe US offices? Funnily enough, I have dropped a line to my ex-colleagues in the US, and I'm going to be meeting up with them all out there. So solidarity. But yeah, they at CyberSafe do have offices out there. I want to say a massive thank you. Well, I'm trying to find the applause. For Nihilist Ryan, the game feline with the $5, who says, been looking forward to more of your Let's Plays, especially Space Docker. Honestly, I can't wait. I did bring like a MateFit green screen, and the truth is I might be able to get it to work, but it's one of those things where it's in my parents' living room and they have like couches all around and they have 2 hang-in lights, and I might be able to get it work. Okay, I promise you this coming weekend I will try and set up the green screen stuff, and if I can, I'll live stream a couple of games on Saturday and or Sunday. Let's go for that. But yeah, really, really appreciate that. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the tip. Squishy slimy mushroom. I'm trying to think what the grossest thing I've ever eaten. Celery. I hate celery. Isn't celery the one food that like they call it minus calories? It requires more calories to consume than what you get from eating it. Fish eye for me. Oh, isn't that what like pops in your mouth? Ooh. McDonald's. Yeah, I love McDonald's, but afterwards it always makes you feel rough. I've had horse meat and it wasn't bad. Well, that's not what we're going with here. Sushi. I like sushi. So yeah, there is that. Hey Nick, what's up, man? What's up? Fearnox isn't answering. Oh, mayonnaise. I asked Fearnox who it was, and you're saying mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Yeah, I'm a bit hit or miss. Kimchi beer. Yeah, I've heard about this. Oh man, what is the grossest thing I've ever eaten? Oh well, for me it's baked beans. Baked beans is just absolutely effing disgusting. Baked beans are gross, and I've told this story a few times before. I'll quickly tell it now. When I was little, I was on this sort of camping expedition trip with my school. We were on like the 3rd day. We had our last food remaining. We were in the mountains. We were by a river, and the last food I had left was baked beans, and I hate baked beans. And I thought, okay, I'm going to cook these up. I'm absolutely starving. I've been walking all day. If there was a time to enjoy baked beans, it is now. And so I cooked them up. I had a mouthful, and I went, nah, I'll go hungry. And I went hungry. Uh, but yeah, there must be something. Oh, I don't know. Right, let's have a look here. Going on to the next one. David VR asks, and keep your questions coming, just put a Q at the beginning. Did you know leap years occur every 4 years, but every 100 years we skip a leap year unless the year is divisible by 400? Is that right? I guess it's because it's all about correction, right? It's all about correction. So, okay. Heinz baked beans are the greatest of all time. Ugh. It's one of those things that, yeah, it's a very detailed memory that I had. Yeah, it is. It's one. Well, if someone sits next to me, if someone sits, it has baked beans and they're sat next to me, I have to move. It's absolute filth. Absolutely disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. Exactly. But yeah, I didn't know that about gap years. So yeah, the answer to that question is, did you know? And my answer, David, is no, I didn't know, but I do now. So thank you for that. Fun fact there. If you could command any of the 4 elements, what one would you choose and why? So what is this? Fire, water, earth, and air. Are those the 4 elements, or am I just recalling like Captain Planet? If you could command, I mean, I overthink these things because, like, if I was commanding water, I'd be worried about like messing up the water molecules in my own body because we're all like made of water. Fire is just too deadly. Wind. If wind is one of them, I think wind would be fun. Wind, because that would probably give you the power to fly, right? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Classical elements, yeah. Fernando, I had a lot of fun watching you play. Affected the manner. Looking forward to see you in Madison now. Yeah, wow. I'm currently in talks with Perp Games about Madison, and we might be able to sort something very special for you, but we'll have to wait and see. I am going to try and get the director of the game on this show to have a chat about making interactive horror, because I think it'd be excellent. So definitely stay tuned for that. Kira says, I'm going to throw in my Myles Vitamin G. I'm so grateful that I live in a country where my health problems will not financially ruin me because healthcare works. Agree with you on that. Yeah, water could kill anyone instantly. I know, that's what I mean. This is what I mean. I don't want that power. Lots of people looking forward to Madison. That's good. Right, next question. Wow, lots from Callie and Mojo. Callie says, are you doing anything special for Leap Day? Tomorrow is Leap Day, right? I'm going to be meeting up with ex-colleagues and having drinks with them, which will be nice. And I'm also meeting up with the C Smash VRS team to discuss ideas and that. So that'll be pretty fun. And because it's in London, it means I can treat myself to something nice for lunch, because there's so much to choose from in London. So yeah, there is that. Yeah. Let's have a look. James says, what football team do you support, if you do support one? Boring answer is I don't support a football team. I never really did. I mean, when I was at school, people always, you got to support something, and I would always say like Manchester United. Yeah, that would make me a glory supporter. But I was like, no, they were just an amazing team to watch. I enjoyed watching them play because they were a really great team. And in my local town, Reading, I'd see a few matches, just because they're a local team. But yeah, I don't really have. And then actually international matches. I think World Cup football is one of the greatest things ever. Just the nail biting of like extra time or penalty shoot. I think penalty shootouts is one of the most stressful things ever, and like the the mindset that sports players have to get into to perform at such a high level in those situations, I have so much admiration for. To be in a stadium with that many people, knowing that this shot could completely determine how you're going to do in the competition. So yeah, that is that. Fish Sticks Price asks, who's your favourite music artist or genre to listen to? So I'm really into my electronic dance music, and I really like Coven, who I play a lot on here. They're really, really great. I grew up a lot listening to Fear Factory. I was really into my metal. But at the moment, I listen to a lot of like chill focus music, and anyone that follows me on Spotify, and by the way, you can find me on Spotify just searching Myles Dyer Live, and all the music that's played at the beginning of the show you can check out there. And if you click on my name, I have my other playlists. So I have like EDM Joy, I have my focus playlist. So there's a lot there. But yeah, Coven is still a big part of my listening diet. And yeah, I don't really listen to albums as much anymore. I just listen to playlists to get me into the mood of stuff. But yeah, lots of you enjoy playing football but not watching it unless it's international. Yeah, it's the international thing, right? International thing, and Mojo approves of the EDM Joy playlist. That's good. That's good. I'm always up for approval of that. Okay. Canic Tunes asks, are you going to take that mandatory picture at Cheers in Boston? I haven't even thought about that, just because I never watched Cheers or anything. But if someone reminds me while I'm out there, I definitely will. But I just feel like I'm going to get distracted with all the people that are coming to town for PAX East. We'll just have to wait and see. So, yeah, there is that. Let's have a look here. Clem Fandango asks, if you had to physically be transported to a fictional world to live for 1 week, which would you pick out of... Oh, so it's not even I get to choose. It's out of a choice. It's out of Resident Evil Village or Propagation Paradise Hotel. I had to spend a week in either. Oh my goodness. That's a tough one. That's giving me shudders thinking about it. No worries, no worries. Thanks for the question. I feel like Propagation Paradise Hotel. I mean, it's no good no matter what, right? But I feel like at least there you could lock yourself in a room and stay there. On Resident Evil Village, I mean, it's for a week. That's a long time, man. Resident Evil Village is just something else. I mean, you're not giving me a very good choice, really, are you? I'm screwed, whatever. So yeah, that is my decision out of the two. Wow, if you could transform into any animal, what would you pick? Where are these questions coming from? If I could transform into any animal, what would I pick? If it was like momentarily, part of me would love to be a dolphin, but also the ocean is just absolutely terrifying. But then maybe if you transformed into a dolphin, I would have their perspective, their experience, and therefore I wouldn't be fearful of the ocean. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I might say a dolphin. So yeah, there is that. We need feet sensors for VR so we can play FIFA, have a kickabout. That would be cool. That would be very, very cool. Callie Vlogs asks, how nutritionally balanced is your diet at home compared to when your mum cooks for you? I definitely eat a lot more meat when I'm here because I don't really eat meat at home. And I think that I eat a lot more different dishes um, that are more infused with like vegetables. Like normally when I cook vegetables at home, it's just as a side portion, whereas when my mum cooks it, it's all like together, which is nice. So yeah. Um, is everyone liking? Yeah, a great white shark would be cool, right? I mean, I guess yeah, yeah, being a great white shark would be pretty badass. It would be very badass indeed. Right. Any foreign language music acts? Some people in the chat have already mentioned Ramstein. I used to listen to quite a bit. Um, this kind of counts. I used to love Sigur Rós because Sigur Rós, although they were Icelandic, had like a made-up language, and I just love the fact that it's more about how the music makes you feel. So yeah. Oh my god, these questions: Squirtle, Charmander, or Bulbasaur? I chose Squirtle. I think as my Pokemon growing up. I think I always went with Squirtle. So yeah, there was that. Sigur Rós, that's it. Sigur Rós, beautiful, beautiful music, super atmospheric, huge sound, always really, really, really good. Hey Salvador, good to see you here. If you're doing well, hope you're doing well. So there we go. There we go. Any more questions, people? Any more questions? It's a quiet one. But yeah, I promise I will try and set up let's plays for this weekend. And what is the picture on the wall? This picture. I would need to ask my parents because they've had it as long as I remember as I can remember. But let me show you. It's a beautiful. Let's try to get the reflection out. It's a beautiful. I've remembered it for a very, very long time. There we go. And actually, my one of my graduation photos had faded in the sunlight coming through the window, and my mum replaced the frame with this wonderful photo of me and my band when we were it's signed obviously by the band, of when we were doing Our Early Home. So really, when we created the walls and everything, we created a fake living room, which is really, really nice. That's super nice. I like it a lot. Right. Questions. Put a Q at the beginning so I know that they're being asked for me to cover on the show. But I'm going through these at the moment. Let's have a look here. Top Gunner asks, Myles, why don't you accept my PSN request, lol? I did see you tag me on Twitter as well, and as you can imagine, the reason I don't respond normally is just because I get a lot of people. I have hundreds and hundreds of friends requests. So happy to answer it. I did, like, in the early days, just accept anyone because I thought it'd be good to play with more people and stuff like that. But then you hit a limit, and then also you get to a point where just your notifications, because every time you go online you get invited by people and messaged and stuff, and so when I'm doing live streams and just going about my day-to-day stuff, I don't want to be offline all the time. And also it then means I'm always constantly, why are you accepting this person and not that? So I basically about a year ago just did a massive cull, and I did actually another one recently, just deleted everyone off my friends list except for basically close friends or people that I work with in the industry on gaming, really. So the answer is it's nothing personal. And also it doesn't mean that we can't play together online, because when there's like VR multiplayers and that, and if I am going to be playing with the community stuff, I'll put the details out there. Sometimes on my Let's Plays, I put information out there. And there are some circumstances where I can add people. So for example, on Helldivers 2, they have an in-game like friends. You can add people to the friends list on there. and so I allow that. But yeah, it's nothing personal, Top Gunner. So hopefully that answers your question. And hi, King Rolo, the cartoon game cat. Hope you're doing good. Hope you are doing well. Have you bought a Switch yet to play Bluey? Best game ever. I'm looking this up now. Bluey, the video game. Wait, wasn't this a game that like turned out to be actually surprisingly good? Right? It took people by surprise. Surprised. No worries, mate. I feel slightly less abused now. Yeah, it's nothing personal, man. As I said, like if there's a game in particular you want to play multiplayer and stuff, just let me know, and if I can, I can. But to be honest, I've not been doing a huge amount of gaming lately. Like I've been doing VR just for C Smash for capturing content. I've not been doing Let's Plays. I've been playing a bit of Helldiver, but honestly, I've not been playing a lot of that this week because I've just been feeling rubbish and. You know you're depressed when you're not getting enjoyment from gaming, which is one of your main joys. So I've just been sort of jumping around doing lots of different things there. But yeah, Bluey I heard was a decent game. Right, let's have a look here. Miles, are you excited about the Formula One starting this weekend, and do you have a prediction on a winner? This isn't where Lewis Hamilton's going to Ferrari, but I think he's still on McLaren this season, right? I used to watch Formula One when I was growing up. I don't really watch it anymore. I don't really have an interest. I did own Formula One 97 on PlayStation and loved that game because you had like breakable. Was it Murray Walker? Was it Murray Walker? It's Damon Hill. I just like I have some weird memories of that. But yeah, I don't pay attention to Formula One, and so I wouldn't be able to make a prediction. I really don't know what's going on. What's your earliest memory? One of them is I was taken to some kind of park or something, and I remember feeding goats and the meat out my hands. And I think it's just because there was video recordings of it as well. That was probably one of my earliest memories. That's just me off the top of my head, trying to tap into it really. Yeah, legend. Hey Looper, good to have you here. Right, let's have a look here. Marcio, the Sleepless Night Underground Game Cat asks, what would be your dream job? Could pick anything and just be really skilled at it. What would be your dream job? Oh man, it's interesting, isn't it? I feel like if I was asked in any other context, I could probably give an answer, but like this on the spot, I'm just like, yeah, what would I do? And I probably forced out what the answer is in my head. I mean, I'd like to maybe. I don't know. I'd love to. I mean, I am a content strategist, but I'd love to continue doing that for some major companies that really want to change the world. But I'd also, I do think if I could be a content creator, like if this actually could become sustainable, if I built an audience big enough, which might happen one day, who knows? That would be pretty cool. It'd be cool to be a game designer, like a creative lead. But I know you're not asking this, but the reality is, it just takes a lot of working your way up, and learning things with teams and the systems and things, and it's all just very magical to me. But yeah, those are a couple of things. Also, I love teaching, doing workshops, so I'd love to be an educator in that space as well. That'd be great. Mark says, just popping in to say hi. I'm still watching the Cross Button VR show that you were a guest on. You're the man, Miles. Thank you, Mark. All the best with you and the family. I always feel the need to say that because of this adorable photo here in your avatar. Hey, App UK, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, your dream job would be a food or chair. Okay, that's not. Is that like food and chair at the same time? Uh, Jason says, I've just picked up for VR Bowl Forever Bowl. Thank you for sharing your video with me on Discord. I'm annoyed because I got the #1 rank on one of the things and it didn't pop the platinum trophy for me. They're supposed to get back to me and they still haven't. But hopefully you're having a good time of it. Hopefully you're having a good time of it. What's your favourite old school 2D arcade video game? I mean, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of the best games I've ever played growing up. I loved it as a kid. If that counts as a 2D arcade video game, I think it does. Let's have a look here. Yeah, ideally at the same time. Testing good food and good chairs. You're like, yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. I'm all for that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. James asks, if you could travel to any planet or moon in the solar system apart from Earth, which would you go to? I think the moon. I do think the moon would be great. Our moon, because you'd get a view of the Earth, and I would just love to see it from the other way round, and you'd get the overture effect, and it would just really solidify how fragile we are. Seeing the real blackness of space, you know. So that would be my answer. I think definitely the moon. What's your second best language? Probably German, although I could barely speak any. I'm terrible at it. But yeah, I know a little bit of German, but my Name ist Myles. I don't think is going to cut it. Yeah, one I could breathe on, definitely. I mean, like, if I'm going somewhere, I definitely want there to be safety considerations. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Good to see you here, Brandon, VR. It would be awe-inspiring. It would be incredible. If you had to... where are these questions coming from, Nashi? If you had to change the colour of the sun, which colour would you choose? I think there's a very good reason why it's the colour that it is. But if I had to choose the... no, because it would just mess up. Like, the way that everything looks in the world is great. I don't want to change it. But if you had to change... I would go with a tealy colour. Yeah, I'd go with a tealy colour. That'd be my choice. My choice. That accent is actually good. What, the accent I did for that short German I did? I don't know about that. App UK says, do you think with all these layoffs affecting VR studios, Sony will make PSVR 3? Rest in peace, London Studios. Now, London Studios weren't working on any VR projects, but obviously they have in the past. But will they make a PSVR 3? I mean, I don't think anything that's happened recently is going to change that, because I think PSVR 3 is quite a way off. I was actually on Cross Button VR podcast, as I mentioned earlier, this week, and I linked it earlier. I'll happily link it again. And one of the main points I made was the fact that PSVR 2 is very much future-proof because of the amazing hardware within it. And so I think that it would last long into the PS6 cycle, if that is the next console that comes out. But yeah, I mean, look, the layoffs are definitely going to have an impact. But I don't think... so if it... is it going to affect PSVR games? Yes, it will. But will it be affecting VR? Will all these layoffs affecting VR studios? Sony will make a PSVR 3. I don't think it's going to affect that. Like, if they were going to do it, it would not be based on what's happened recently, because there's a long time to go yet, and the markets are changing a lot. You don't know what's going to happen with VR and how the adoption is and things like that. Hannah, hey everybody. Hey Hannah, hope you're doing good. Yeah, the sun joins Team Teal. That would be great. Absolutely. We can't get green suns. Lime green. I love all these colours. Um, yeah, I said it was the overture effect. It's the overview effect. Absolutely. Um, for sure, for sure, for sure. Um, Cali Vlogs asks, when you started your first Blade 376 vlog, what equipment did you have? Did you have any special lighting, camera, etc.? No, nothing. It was just me sat in front of a little camcorder. I've got it back at home, so I'll show you it. It was a Sony Handycam. Um, or did you just switch on and talk to YouTube and the world? Yeah, I just turned it on and gave it a go. Hence why I was freestyling. And yeah, poor lighting, poor sound, poor everything. Um, yeah, no, it's very depressing, and unfortunately, it's just happening across a lot of industries. It happened for the company that I worked in. About a quarter of the company got rid of, and you know, poured my heart and soul into that company, and I just got discarded like that. Was rubbish, and I can imagine that's how a lot of these people are feeling in that industry at the moment. And I wish them all the best. Um, all these comments about the sun are hilarious, hilarious. All right, everybody, listen, we are coming to the top of the hour. So if there are any final questions, do ask away, and then I'm going to head off just because, yeah, wanted to make this just a nice quick one. Still working on stuff behind the scenes, just so I can get things up and running once I'm back at home. Yeah, just feeling rubbish at the moment, but appreciate the love and great energy in here. You're all absolutely wonderful. Mr. Tortoise, love that avatar. No questions, just kudos. Your positive vibes are always felt. You're almost too genuine. It's funny you say that because I remember when I once went to one of the first YouTube gatherings and people went, "Oh my god, you're just like your videos," and I was like, "Well, yeah, it's just me on my videos." And then it became apparent that even like vloggers, you put on a personality. Like you see me in this certain way. I'm not always like this. Sometimes I'm really quiet and things like that. Yeah, um, there is that. So yeah, I've just always been me. For me, it's a conversation. I've always put myself fully out there. So there is that. Nihilist Ryan, the game feeler. Why you got a box of tissues next to your bed, Miles? Well, they were just there. I just got it, and they're good for blowing your nose. Don't know what else you'd be referring to. You dirty, dirty boy. What's one thing you love about yourself? One thing I love about myself. It's a difficult one, and it's not that there aren't things that I love about myself. It's just like articulating it, because a lot of it, when it's about yourself, it's very metaphysical. It's very out there. But I like that. I like. I know you were asking what I love about myself. I love the fact that I'm able to really engage with people and bring a lot of life into their life. Yeah, I can reach out to people that are in need and stuff like that, and give them support. And people always feel happy to be around me, and I like that because I like being around people. So that is what I would say to that. App UK says, "How's the kitchen coming along?" It's coming along. All the plumbing has been done at the moment, and then all the kitchen stuff will start getting installed next week. So it's getting there. How loud can you be before your parents tell you to shut up? My parents have a very big place, and they're all the way down in the living room watching TV, so they can't hear me at the moment. But normally, obviously, if it was an hour from now, I'd be talking like this into the microphone. Yeah. Get your parents to come on the show to embarrass you. I actually do want to get my parents to come on the show and have some conversations with them, because they're both very, very amazing people, and yeah, they can embarrass me as well. Give us a shout test. I am not shouting. Okay. You hope that question how you feel better. I guess a bit of vitamin G. It was good. It was good. 4 floors away in the mansion. Yeah, it's not quite that big. But my parents do have in their hallway a disco ball and an American jukebox. James asks, and this will probably be the last one, if you could choose one game series to come to VR, which would you choose? I would choose The Last of Us, not only because I love that game, but because I genuinely feel it would revolutionize the medium and get so many people to pick up a headset. So that's it. So there we go. There we go. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Do hit the like button if you haven't already. And as I mentioned, more and more merchandise should be appearing in the next 24 hours on my page. But yeah, the Myles Dyer Live mug does look good. I will have to get one of them for sure. So yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah, I am going to. I might chill for a bit. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, no, I mentioned that. I'm going to Boston. I was just looking down there. I got my confirmation for my Boston thing. Last of Us devs were laid off. They were indeed. They were indeed. It's a real shame. And yeah, I'm honestly, I always feel apologetic, but the thing is, I do these live shows every week. I think there's only 2 that I've ever missed. I've done them when I'm unwell. I do them when I'm depressed. And so it just comes with the nature. You know, you will see me in my good days and you'll see me in my not so good days. I'm not in a good day at the moment, but I'm moving through it and I always show up as much as I can. So yeah, I just feel this need to apologise, going, sorry the show wasn't any good, but I know you're all just happy to be here together. So yeah, and Brandon says, see you in Boston. I will see you there, good sir. And no, please don't do that. That'd be horrible. Yeah, all the best to all of you. There might be post credits. We'll wait and see. Helldivers VR would be really great. Although Guardians Frontline was similar. I mean, it's nowhere near Helldivers 2, but it was a fun game with similar mechanics. All right, everybody, take good care of yourselves. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.
Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets. Chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
yeah, last week we didn't even have a post credits. I think we just ended. And I wasn't just going to end it. But yeah, no, thanks everyone. Every cell in my body just feels super low energy, and it's really, really frustrating, and it's just a part of life. But hopefully going to London tomorrow and meeting up with the Sea Smash crew will be good. Seeing some ex-colleagues hopefully will make me feel all right. There's going to be free drinks as well. And then Friday I'm planning on having a flotation tank session. I think I'm also owed an infrared sauna session. So I'll be doing that as well. So doing everything I can to take good care of myself. And like right now, I would normally be like, right, I'm going to do some gaming. But honestly, right now, I just feel so rubbish that I am going to go to bed and just get a good night's sleep and hopefully feel good for it in the morning. So do take good care of yourselves. And as Mojo says, this applies to everyone. One day at a time. It's always one day at a time. Have a good one, everyone. Much love.